for you. Let's start with a big inhale up. Exhale the hands away. So inhale, hands up and over to one side, nice stretch. Up and over to the other side. Pausing back at center, we'll inhale, arms up. Let's go up and over, reach, having a nice forward reach. And then walking your hands back up. We're gonna lay it all down, so when you're ready, coming all the way down to your mats. Let's just start with butterflying the knees open and close. So I have my arms out to a T, palms facing up. Just gonna open the knees and close the knees, just getting a nice stretch to the hips, starting to warm up here. Do this in a range that feels okay for you. Perfect. We're gonna pause with the knees back towards the ceiling there. So knees bent, feet flat. I'm gonna take palms to the mat, fingertips relaxed. Find a neutral spine position, a little pocket of air underneath the low back. We'll start here with our breathing. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you inhale, feeling your rib cage open. As you exhale, pull the rib cage together, belly button to spine, still keeping that neutral spine position. Breathing in and breathing out. Perfect. We're gonna start now with just finding our pelvis, so pelvis awareness here. We're going to find that neutral spine position. Inhale, exhale, imprint, just press your low back down to the mat, starting to scoop the core, inhale the neutral. So it's a tiny movement. The pelvis is just going to rock forward as you imprint on your exhale. Inhale back to neutral. Tiny movement here, just starting to find that pelvic awareness. Finding those low transverse abdominals. Continue connecting your breath with your movement here. Perfect. We're gonna go into a bridge when you're ready. If your back is feeling grumpy, you can hinge instead of articulate. Otherwise, we inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Imprint the spine, then lift your hips up into your bridge. Squeeze the glutes, kneecaps shoot away. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. One bone at a time, all the way back down. So we're just lifting our hips up into our bridge. Get into that diagonal position. The kneecaps will shoot away. Keep the shoulders down on the mat. Perfect. Just starting to warm up our back body, finding our glute muscles. This is always our option one. If we add some more challenging options, you can always go back to this. On this next one, you hold up in your bridge, 1 inch up, 1 inch down, little hip dips. Squeeze the glutes. We're just warming up that back body. If those hamstrings feel tight, you can walk the heels in closer to your glutes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up, inhale, exhale, nice and slow. One bone at a time, all the way down. I'm gonna go into a single leg bridge. Left foot is on the mat, right leg comes to tabletop. I'm gonna inhale, exhale, hinge up into a bridge. Inhale, exhale, hinge back down. If you want a more intermediate advanced option, you could take the arms up to 90 as you go into your single leg bridges. You don't have that kickstand of the hands on the mat, or you can keep your hands on the mat either way. We're gonna add a combo move. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Reach that foot up towards the ceiling. Back to tabletop, set it down. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Reach that right leg up towards the ceiling. Back to tabletop, set it down. We have one more like this. Hinging up, reaching that leg, getting that stretch. Back to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, hinge back down. Hands come back down to the mat. Right foot comes back down to the mat. Shake it out before we go other side. Right foot stays on the mat. Left leg now to a tabletop position. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Inhale, exhale, hinge down. So just finding that hinge up and hinge down first. trying to press evenly into that right foot. If you're feeling like you want to take the hands up off the mat, you can take those hands up to 90. Extra balance challenge when you don't have those hands as kickstands. Still try to lift, getting those glutes. We add a combo move. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Reach that left leg up towards the ceiling. Tabletop, set it back down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Reaching for the ceiling, back to tabletop, set it back down. Last one. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Reaching up, back to tabletop, set it down. I'm going to do a little intermission, little stretch here. I've got both legs up towards the ceiling. Take a nice inhale and exhale here. Perfect. Have one more variation on our bridge. I'm going to go into a figure 4. So left foot is down on the mat. My right ankle is crossing the left thigh. Hands are down to the mat to start. Inhale, exhale, hinge up into that bridge. Inhale, exhale, hinge down. So it's a figure 4 bridge. You can stay in a figure 4 stretch, or you can go back to a single leg bridge. You decide. I'm in a figure 4 bridge now. Right ankle over left thigh. I'm hinging the hips up, squeezing the glutes, hinging back down. If you want that extra option, hands come up towards the ceiling. A little bit more challenging. We have a few like this, and then I'm going to add that combo move on. On this next one, we hinge up, hold. You're going to reach that leg up towards the ceiling. Back to figure 4, set it down. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Reach the leg towards the ceiling. Back to figure 4, set it down. Last one here. Hinging up, reaching that leg, feeling that stretch, bringing it back, setting it down. Hands come down, foot comes down, shake it out. Perfect. Strengthening here our back side. We go other side. Right foot down. Left ankle crosses right thigh. Starting with just that hinge bridge. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge up. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge down. Perfect. Lots of variations here. You decide what works best for you. Try to keep that left knee pressing away to get that figure 4 stretch as you go. If you want to add on, those arms go up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, hinge up. Inhale, exhale, hinge down. Finding that figure 4 bridge. Perfect. And on this next one, we add that combo move. It's an inhale, exhale, hinge up. Reach that leg back to figure 4. Hinge back down. 2 more. Hinging up, reaching, feeling that stretch in the hip and the leg. Back to figure 4, set it down. Last one. This side feels different than my other side. Not sure how you're doing. A lot of imbalances in the body. When you're ready, take those legs back up to 90. Nice hamstring stretch. Point and flex the toes. Roll your ankles in one direction. And the other direction. Perfect. We're going to warm up the core going right into our scissors. Right leg's up at 90, left leg to 45. Pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Chest lift is optional. You're in the chest lift, you're off the shoulders. You're reaching those toes, making sure the back is nice and imprinted. Pulling that leg in as you press the leg away. Continue breathing. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. We warmed up the back body. Now we're going to the front body. We're warming up that core. Let's go right knee into the chest. Left leg out to 45. Single leg stretch and we switch. 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 Perfect. Chest lift optional. Hands are staggered on the shin. You're pulling that knee in towards the midline and you're pressing that leg towards the 45. You should feel that core work there, the low transverse abdominals. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Good job, guys. We'll warm up our obliques with our crisscross. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, legs one at a time to tabletop. Right shoulder to left knee, right leg shoots out to 45, and we crisscross to switch. 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 Feel that rib to hip as you roll side to side, finding the obliques here. Stay up in a chest lift. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Maybe bring your knees to your chest or your knees in one direction. Or the other direction, just finding a nice stretch. Perfect. Legs are gonna go straight up, straight to down towards the mat. So feet down towards the mat, legs are straight. Arms come up to 90, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, C-curve scoop. Rolling up into our roll up here. You can take a nice forward fold. And stack back up, nice and tall. All right, let's go into our saw. Legs will be about hip or mat distance apart, whatever feels best for you. You're stacked up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Arms come out to a T, palms face down. We're gonna inhale, exhale, up and over to one side. Pinky finger, pinky toe, pulse, pulse. You unflex, unrotate, go other side. That back palm will flip up. Again, you can limit the range of motion just doing the flexion or the rotation. It's more oblique work, pulling belly button to spine than it is shoulder work. Perfect. Let's do 2 more each side. Last one here. Stack back up nice and tall. Let's butterfly the knees, little forward fold. Take an inhale and an exhale. Perfect. All right. I'm just at a seated position here. I'm going to grab those weights. We'll do a little bit of arm strengthening work. So weights are optional. If you don't want the weights, you can do it without the weights. It'll just be some arm movements. Just a little bit of strengthening here. Options, I'm going to do legs straight out in front. You decide what works for you. Let's start with just a little overhead press combo move. So I'm just going to take the arms to the shoulders, bring it up, bring it back down, got it here. It's going to be like this, just getting those shoulders nice and strong. Breathing in, breathing out. Pull belly button to spine, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Perfect. I'm going to do one more like this. And set it down. Good job. All right. I'm going to take weights in front. We're just going to open here, press up, bring it down, and back in. Limit the range of motion if this is too much on the shoulders. Pulling belly button to spine. We just have a few sets here, so nice strengthening for the shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And bring it on in. Good job. Last little set here. Let's just do some bicep curls. So palms flip down. You can take the arms straight out in front, or you can take it down here, whatever works for you with those weights. Just finding some nice bicep curls, keeping belly button to spine, shoulders out of the ears, strengthening the biceps, warming up our arms. Perfect. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Let's set those weights off to the side. We're going to go 4-point kneeling when you're ready. So 4-point kneeling, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Warm up the spine here. Inhale, press your low back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, create that arch. Just moving between flexion and extension. Getting a nice stretch here in a range that works for your spine. Perfect. We're going to pause in a neutral spine. I'm going to do a little bit of a core warm up here with our plank, but there are options. So we start option 1. Option 1, toes tuck, knees hover, tap back down. So like a bear plank, and then you tap back down. You can stay here if that works best for you. If you want to add on, we tuck into that bear plank and we hold, holding our bear plank nice and strong. If you want to add on, we do a reach. Left leg taps back as the right hand taps forward, back to our bear plank. Left hand taps, right foot goes back, and we switch. Only if you want to add on, breathing in, breathing out, finding that little reach. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. Good job, guys. Warming up those planks, full body. Perfect. 4-point kneeling. We'll tuck the toes, pike the hips up to down dog, get a nice stretch. Pedal the legs out if that feels good. Walking feet into hands, shifting weight into feet. Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow, one bone at a time, all the way up. Great. Grab a drink of water if you want. We are going to move into a little bounce set next. So, drink of water if you want, and then we're moving into a balance set. Perfect. All right, we're just gonna start by warming up our balance here. So I'm gonna keep left foot down. Right foot can hover off the mat, or you lift it to 90. We're just finding our balance here. Hands can be hips, side, up, here. You decide, lots of options. Figure out what feels best for your body. We're just strengthening that standing ankle. Pulling belly button to spine, breathing in, breathing out. Holding nice and strong. That's good. We start to lose our balance at the age of, it's like 30 or 35. So balance work is truly important to help prevent slips, falls. Looks good. Nothing crazy today. We're just going to hold till it gets uncomfortable. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. You can always set that foot down. Let's be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it out. Good job, guys. All right. Other side when you're ready. Now I'm strengthening my right ankle. Again, you decide what works best for the hands. Focus on something not moving in front of you. Breathing in, breathing out. Core is pulled in, shoulders are down, gaze is forward. Continue breathing here. So you feel those little shakes in the right ankle there, strengthening that standing ankle, stabilizing. Guys got this. This is tough. Push through that uncomfortableness. And this is something that you can easily do at home anytime when you want to do a little extra work here. Let's be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it out. All right. We are gonna grab one weight. I'm gonna do, so I went to a Pilates workshop this weekend. We did a lot of HIIT stuff, high interval intensity training. We're gonna do a little bit here just to get those heart rates up, tiny bit, then we'll go back to the mat and do some more strength stuff. So nothing crazy. If it's not your cup of tea, that's okay. We're just gonna do a few little sequences here where we're going to be getting the heart rate up a little bit. It's just a better way to get fat burning, stuff like that. So when you're ready, we're going to go into kind of like a little, it's going to be a kettlebell swing, up to standing, press back into a lunge. Kettlebell swing, switch foot, you can go back to standing into a lunge. So whatever works for you. We'll press back into that lunge, kettlebell swing. We're going to be here only for 45 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, we're not using a super heavy weight, so it's not going to be crazy. But getting those arms up and down is what's getting the heart rate up. And again, balance work here as well. Stepping back into that lunge, you find your balance. Guys got this. We're here for about another 15 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it up. Got those heart rates up. Take some inhales and exhales. Perfect. here for about 15 seconds. We got one more little reach here we're gonna do. Let's take, all right, 2 more sets of HIIT, then we'll get some more strength stuff when you're ready. This one you can use with or without the weight. It is up to you. I'm gonna demonstrate it once and then you can add on if you want. We're gonna do one with the weight in the right hand, second set with the weight in the left hand. All right, you're gonna press out into a plank, push up, bring it in, step it back. When you're ready, lopsided, push up, knees come in, tuck it up, bring it up. Again, you guys hate this, it's okay. Just giving you a different option today. And again, you decide, you can do one or the other, but this up and down is what's getting the heart rate up. You do this with or without the weight. It's like a plank burpee here. Again, you don't like it, stick with push-ups. Stick with just going up and down. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath, 15 seconds. One more time, you guys got this. Mixed it up on you guys today. Then we will go back to some strength. Switch hands. Finish nice and strong, 45 seconds. When you're ready, you press out to that plank. Push up, bring it in, step it up, arm goes up. Lopsided push up. When you're ready, bring it in. Last little set here, you decide if it's not working for you today, you can just do the push up. You can do the push up kneeling, with or without the weight, up to you. Breathing in, breathing out. We are here, about 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. We're gonna come down to the mat, catch your breath, grab a drink of water. So my heart rate's up at 160. That's with that high interval intensity training, 45 seconds, heart rate up, 15 seconds, it comes back down. Bring it back up, bring it back down. That's what's gonna burn the fat, not running, not any of that. So, all right. Thanks for trying that out. If you hated it, it's okay. I kind of hate it too. Let's lay back down when you're ready. Let's get some stretches to cool down the heart rate, and then we'll go into some more strength. Arms up to 90, palms face away. Inhale, exhale. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling for a shoulder isolation. Inhale, shoulder blades come back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, come back down. A few more like this. So what I learned at that Pilates workshop is that running, things like that, at some point when you start to get past that menopause age, that is not going to burn the fat. That high interval intensity training is getting your heart rate up and down, and that's what's going to burn fat, especially that midsection that is hard to lose. Let's do 2 more like this. Last one. And set it back down. We're going to take hands back down to the mat. When you're ready, legs come one at a time to tabletop. Nice and simple here, single leg toe taps. Right toe taps down, back up, nice and slow and controlled. As you go, you hinge from the hip. You should feel those low transverse abdominals. Nice and controlled here, breathing in, breathing out. Guys got this. We're gonna pause with both legs at tabletop, double leg toe tap, both toes tap and back up. You don't need to get all the way down to the mat. So if your back starts to arch, pause. You wanna feel those low transverse abdominals before the back arches, or it will take the work into the back. Perfect. Nice, simple core work here. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Back to tabletop. Knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Let's take both legs up to 90 now. We go single leg drops, right leg drops, back up. If you want to take your hands to a T, you can do that as a modification, kind of helps with the balance. You should feel those low transverse abdominals as you reach, finding length in the body. Part of Pilates is lengthening. I read the other day that someone actually lost a ½ inch and then gained a ½ inch in their height just by doing Pilates. They brought that ½ inch back. Let's pause with both legs up at 90. Heels together, toes apart. Lower both legs to a challenge spot, nice and slow. Lift back up. Perfect. Continuing here. Pulling belly button to spine. Feeling those low abs. Keep the tailbone heavy. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And then knees go back, feet flat on the mat. Take big inhale and exhale here. Perfect. Let's just take left leg is going to go straight down to the mat. Right leg is going to go up towards the ceiling. Just get a stretch here. Point and flex the toe. And then cross that leg across, getting some nice rotation if that feels good. Bringing it back in, right leg to the mat, left leg up to 90, point and flex. Little stretch here. Cross that leg across. Perfect, bringing it back to 90. I'm gonna go knees bent, feet flat. We're gonna go into a round of hundreds when you're ready. So options, knees can stay bent, feet flat. You can take the legs to tabletop 90 or a challenge position. Arms will come up to 90. Inhale, exhale, hands to hips. Few hundred preps like this. Decide how you wanna go. You can come up into a chest lift if you'd like. We're gonna be breathing in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts for 100 counts. On this next one, we start breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. Keep on pumping, 5 or 6 inches, deliberate pumps up off those shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 80, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. Last set, breathe in. Last set, breathe out. You guys got it. Set it down. Take a big inhale and an exhale. Perfect. Let's go into some side lying leg work. So I'm gonna go on my side here. Options for side lying leg work. You can be laid all the way down, propped up on the elbow, or on the forearm. You decide. I've got my hips stacked, shoulders stacked. If you're on that elbow, puffed up through the shoulder there. Hand can go on the mat or the hip to make sure you're not rolling forward or rolling backward. We start with the lift and lower here. Pulling belly button to spine. Perfect. You should feel that side work here. Perfect. Sorry, I got the country music going today. We're going to the Luke Bryan concert tonight. Trying to get in the mood. Perfect. Let's pause hip height. We're going to brush forward, flex back. Keep your body nice and still. Pulling belly button to spine. We're strengthening that top leg, top glute. Keep it hip height. Perfect. And we pause, point the toe, golf ball circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last little set here. Let's bend the knees, 90-degree bend into our clam. You can keep the heels down, or you can go into an elevated clam. up to you. We're strengthening that top glute here by keeping those hips stacked. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel that burn. If you're not feeling it, your hips are probably not stacked. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Before we go other side, I'm gonna add a little variation movement here. So, I'm gonna go straight with the body. I'm gonna go, my bottom leg is going to be forward, top leg is gonna be back. I'm just gonna press up into a little bit of a side plank. Arm comes up, inhale. I'm gonna flip over to my side, come up to a boat. I'm gonna repeat if you didn't catch that. We're going back to a side plank. Press those hips up into your side plank. When the hips come down, you twist, you reach up into a little bit of a boat position or reaching those hands, whatever works for you. A few more like this, side plank, hips come down, reach, a little bit of core work. Last one here, we're gonna hold the boat at the end. Hips come up, side plank, hips come down, reach, hold. If you wanna add on, reach the legs, bend the knees. Reach the legs, bend the knees for 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way down. Arms and legs stretch. Extra challenges today. Do what you can. Just trying one and doing it your best is better than not doing anything. All right, if you want a little figure 4 stretch for that leg, you can. Taking that leg you just worked, crossing it over. And then let's switch and go other side when you're ready. I'm gonna flip over here now. I'll be left leg on top. Propped up on the elbow. Hips are stacked. Perfect. You can always lay all the way down. Pull the side body up, and it's a lift and lower of that top leg. Looks good. Bottom knee can be bent if you want that modification. We're strengthening that top leg and top glute. When we go into these exercises, think about what muscles you're using. It works that muscle more if you're feeling it and you know where you're trying to go here with the muscle. Perfect. We're gonna hold up hip height, brush forward, flex back. Inhaling and exhaling. Pausing at the center, golf ball circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We pause, last little set here. We go into that clam, elevated clam if you did it on the other side. Keep those hips stacked, feel the side body work here. Working that top glute. Looks good, guys. Keep the hips stacked. So as that knee comes up, the hip still stays right where it is. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm starting to feel that burn. That's good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going out to that side plank. So I've got the bottom leg back, front leg forward. Do what feels best for you to get into that side plank position. It's just a little lift here. So when you're ready, up into that side plank, we come back onto our hips into that boat position. Again, you could do one or the other. You could just find the side plank, or you can add that combo move. Up to you. Core work, side work. I got you guys working today. Breathing in, breathing out. On this next one, we are gonna hold that boat. If you wanna add on, reach the toes, bring them in for 3, 2, try to find your teaser. 1, lay all the way down. Arms and legs stretch. If that was challenging for you, it's because it is. I'm exhausted now too. So do what you can, catch your breath, breathing in, breathing out. Perfect. I'm gonna flip prone onto my belly now. So I'm gonna go onto my belly, go into some extension here. Prone on my belly. All right, there's two options here, modified version. You can keep your hands down, head down. You can find your swimming here. If you wanna add on arms and legs, gaze comes down, right arm, left leg lifts, press it down, and lift. We switch, up to you. We start slow, finding our work here, pulling belly button to spine, pubic bone down, and now we pick up the pace. We are gonna add another combo move here. So when you're ready, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna roll onto my side, top foot comes in front of the knee. Little inner thigh lifts. I'm on my side, inner thigh lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip back on my belly. A little bit of swimming. You guys got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Flip on your side. That top foot goes in front. The inner thigh lifts with the bottom leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the swimming. We have one more each side. You guys got it. Pick one or the other if the combo move is too much. 3, 2, 1. Onto your side. Top foot front. Bottom leg. Those inner thigh lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set of swimming. Reach those arms. Reach those toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. Last inner thigh set. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Back on your belly. Press on back. Child's pose position. Take your hands over to the right side of the mat. Nice stretch. Back to center, over to the left side. Let's cool down. 4-point kneeling. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, thread the needle, nice stretch. If it feels okay, don't hold that shoulder down, getting into that stretch. Other side, 4-point kneeling, left arm up towards the ceiling, thread the needle. Keep the hips squared off, feel that nice stretch here. Reach up, left shoulder down if that feels good. Perfect. Come back to 4-point kneeling and then we'll come to seated. Let's get mermaid stretch here when you're ready. Options for your mermaid. You can go crisscross, legs straight out in front. Classic is a Z-sit. If you're in any of the other positions, you just pick which way you're going. If you're in Z-sit, one hand to the ankle, other arm out to a T, up and over, nice side stretch. Inhaling back. Full belly button to spine here, reaching. Bring it back. Good job, guys. One more like this. And counter stretch the other way. We're going to switch legs. If you're in crisscross, you just switch which way you're going. One hand to the ankle, other arm out to a T. Nice stretch. Two more like this. Last one. legs out. And then walk your feet in towards your hands, shifting weight to the feet. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll up, one bone at a time. Good job, guys. Let's take right foot forward, left foot back. You're just gonna bend into that front knee. You should feel that stretch on the back calf. And straighten. Make sure everything's nice and parallel. You're gonna feel that on that back calf if you bend into that front knee. Perfect. One more like this. We hold that bend. You're gonna hinge forward. Feel the glute. Hinge back up. Yep. Hinging forward. Doesn't need to be huge. Your gaze can stay forward if that helps. Back up. You're gonna feel that back glute. One more. Pull it back up. I'm gonna take my right foot is forward. Right hand is gonna come up. Left hand to the hip. Little side stretch on the hip. Back up. Two more. Last one. Walk it in. We switch. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Starting everything nice and parallel. Bending into that knee to feel the back calf. Perfect. We hold and hinge, holding, hinging forward, gaze can stay up to help with your balance. Up, feel that back glute. One more. Back up, left hand up towards the ceiling, little stretch over for that hip. Last one. Walk it in, shake it out. Feet parallel, inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach up and over, let your head hang heavy. You can shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll up. One bone at a time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands back behind. Exhale, hands away. Inhale, up. Over to one side. Over to the other side. Hands here. One more roll up and roll down. Rolling down and forward. If it feels okay on this one, maybe you shake your hips. Maybe you pause your movement and let the top half go side to side. Feeling that stretch. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll up. One bone at a time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands away. Inhale, up. Exhale away. Last one, we're going to inhale up. Down to heart center. You guys are all set. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great rest.